They're hitting the stage. Give it up for the Houston Outlaws.
Well, Merit and Pelican, you were talking about Pelican, it's kind of like the brains and the brawn, because I think that Merit's the smartest hit scan in this meta, and I think that Pelican is also one of the biggest risk takers, but he's kind of got like the dummy thick strength of the mad mechanics on the Genji.
The last time these two teams faced was at the mid-season Madness tournament, as you can see, where Houston Outlaws took a victory. So Florida want their revenge, and they're gonna, I mean, they could get it on the big stage. Leading that charge, Checkmate is a bit of a harasser in that back line. He's able to return to safety and to his team as Merit's getting charged up, looking for that first pick, as someone is still dueling out in that front line. Very, very low as Checkmate's trying to be a distraction, but both tanks fall. But one man ahead for Houston as RuPaul's down for Florida. Not a lot of healing unless there's some kind of big opening trade from Hydron. Houston Outlaws will take the point first.
Pelican's gone so aggressive. He's a replacement main tank, but he's getting armor pack after armor pack from Lastro. And one member of Houston Outlaws will peel back to make sure that point is capped, and it is indeed Leth and Pelican who do so.
Dante, meanwhile, is just bulldozing the front line. So is this a Houston flip? Because Florida are still trying to close the gap, and after this overclock is all said and done, Houston is still trying to kick and scream. I mean, Merit's got his own overclock, and really, how is this going to go down? I think this is a 4 versus 2 for Houston, so this is a cleaned-up fight, and Merit came with his A-game. Kind of just try and brute force their way through the door.
Pelican's window play here is so important. It's all about information gather to make sure that Dante's in the right place to hit this early rampage. And the thing is, Dante, if he hits a big rampage, he can end this map.
Oh, the rampage hits the 3 of Florida that stepped out the door. They try to go together, but they will also fall together if they're not careful. Checkmate with the blade. Still no support ultimates for Florida. They're still so close to it. Can they live long enough? And it's just not going to happen. The first round goes to the Houston Outlaws.
Oh, that was all about Pelican. Going out again once more. Sojourn versus Sojourn. Neither of these teams are particularly Ash happy. Merit does pick it occasionally, but like I've said, Merit is so precise. Oh, Checkmate.
Checkmate! What's happening, brother? My brother in Christ.
On land, bro?
On land?
Give Merit so much room to work.
Really, he does have that much room to work, and Florida are trying to hide in the Mega Pack room. Merit has the space, and he's charged up, waiting for the one shot. Hydron misses his, but Merit doesn't. Houston again with the first blood, but how does this fight end? I think RuPaul just got booped forward, and Houston just chasing after the stragglers of Florida that seem to isolate themselves. Now their goal is to play on an off angle, to go for these backline assassinations, but they're getting divided, and they're getting conquered by the Houston Outlaws.
All right, for those of you who are over 5 years old and know your basic maths, 86% is significantly more than 51. Merit right now
is Houston cap over, and Florida under the wire.
Overtime once more. Florida Mayhem needs to get on this point and touch it. Checkmate with a dash. Now he's going to be super vulnerable, still with the blade in hand. That'll give a dash reset if he desperately needs it, but right now we're confused now, lots to use some resources.
Oh, Checkmate blade going right after Lastro, and the whip shot hits, and Pelican has the peel. What is the answer? Florida don't have DPS. There is nothing more to say. Pelican is dominating the emergency doofus. They doing nothing. And the Houston Outlaws shut the door on map number 1.
This is what we've come to expect from the elite DPS of the Houston Outlaws. Merit and Pelican dominating on every front here on Busan. Whether it came to the early picks from Merit, making sure Florida Mayhem never had the 5 people they needed for those fights.
Here's the drop from Dante, already down to half health. Gets pulled in by someone. As Florida forced to use the shout, so does Houston. A first anti-nade from RuPaul hits Dante. Not something that Florida could capitalize on, as Merit finds the last shot into Summer Showdown, and Checkmate gets punished again as Houston take a flawless first fight. Yeah, it seems like a lot of these Anas are aiming that towards the tanks of these Junker Queens, but it's a blade from Pelican. What's he up to? He's in the back line. Oh. He's got close to Hydron. What a sleep! RuPaul has hit another one. Pelican can't even believe his eyes. He's got the back hunch. He's gonna have to straighten things out because Houston are heading towards point B.
Welcome to RuPaul's nap race, Lemon. However, you gotta touch the car, and I'm afraid that 2 supports simply aren't gonna cut it, mate. A boop up onto Sir Marjay at a 2nd point gained, and RuPaul simply has to feed into Lastro to not get even more staggered.
Rampage almost available. Pelican gets antied. He's going to be slowed as they kind of want to, Houston want to break through either of these doors to help Pelican with this blade, and he gets so low they have to use Dante's shout. It's overtime, it's do or die, and Merit is looking for any contact with this overclock. It's still not working out as someone counter-engages with the Rampage, and we're left with just 2 of Houston to keep the train rolling, and the brakes are getting pumped. Florida have respawn advantage, and the road is about to end here unless Pelican puts his hero cape on. Hydron is low, he gets a dash reset. Wait, Houston can do this, but Pelican gets knife pulled. He's antied, he's getting supported. Lastro has to hit every shot as Dante's back on the Doom Fist. The Doom tank is back. This is what you traveled for. He's nanoed and he's knocking kids out left and right, but the Transcendence is hard to break through. How did Pelican and the rest of Houston clutch this? They complete the map.
Lastro, I can't say the words, but SBD. What a pocket there, just saying to Pelican, tank the cart, bruv. I have got you 100% and hitting the perfect anti-nade as well. Press forward of Checkmate.
Oh, Checkmate got the touch, right? Oh. I'm not ready for any more C9s. Pelican, though, I'm ready for his blade, and someone has used a shout. There's a lot of health to get through, and Pelican cuts him by the heels, and Florida are down, and there's really no one left to keep this going. Oh, Transcendence, too late, and there you have it. Houston Outlaws are on match point.
Even 300% speed lemon is not faster than a speeding bullet, and Houston Outlaws got the draw.
Did I just get re-showed at land? I can't believe it. I mean, everyone is just running Lucio Brig, and I think they thought, well, the Brig is not going to ever get in range of a whip shot, so you're just never going to get Inspire up, and you can't really generate rally without it. So we'll be sticking to the Brig for now, because when Florida do engage, that's when your Brigitte can pop off.
Oh, I like this.
We do set up the
high
TP.
ground. Some other take them off.
Oh, we're committing! Oh, but I think the Summer Showdown got booped away, maybe whip shot by Lastro, because that should have been a kill for Dante. And now both teams lose a support each, as it's all chaos, and Dante just wants to hide away. He has no supports, and really not much help after that. Houston do have respawn advantage, so they're chasing away. But as Pelican went for a flank, he might have traded out with Sir Majed, but
it's a moving piece of physical cover, which means Samaga is going to be able to get less value out of her right clicks.
Houston moving forward. RuPaul hits Dante with the anti-nade, and Florida put a lot of damage into them, but it's Merit that strikes through the hearts of 2, and the fight just goes Houston's way off of Merit just doing Merit things.
I was going to opt out of that one, mate. Don't think I will, thanks.
Houston ain't that dumb. That's that IQ check you were talking about, as Houston almost sneaked the card through, as Florida try to reestablish themselves. Checkmate has to climb over the wall to dodge that axe, as Dante's looking for any target. What a hook onto Hydron, and he gets the last lap, turns around and rampages. Florida fall like dominoes, and with 12 seconds remaining, the Houston Outlaws will fully cap. What is happening? Houston arriving like a train, and that's a great first pick, as Houston hope to reestablish themselves on the objective, and they rampage in and sets up the pins for Pelican to knock them down. RuPaul does shield bash away, but I don't think you can stop, because Pelican's ready at your spawn room doors to prevent you from going back home. Few more seconds remaining, and Houston Outlaws will take the series 3-0.
A higher seed, number 3 in the tournament, Lemon. They did decide that Florida Mayhem would be their target.
5 seconds to go, ladies and gentlemen. Out of the gates, your San Francisco Shock and the Houston Outlaws. The battle in the upper brackets.
And the Outlaws, I mean, this is just so odd, right? They've just done a lap around the point. It's you actually get a kill here for Pelican on the Finn, so maybe with the commanding shout gives everybody a little bit more health. You can actually stay alive.
Oh, you're kidding! All right, Proper, okay, picking his door off the ground. Nicely done by Merit. That's 2 quick headshots. He gets back in the fight and he makes his presence felt. 3 final blows. Merit 0 deaths with 40% of his team's damage after that first fight. Connect here, trying to punish. Here's a rally from Finn. The Shock taking a lot of upfront damage. Kilo actually wants to go forward with the coach gun. All right, a disengage from Houston.
They're just waiting for ults. Like, they got to get like a rampage online. You need something else here besides this beat, or else you're relying on the Shock having a big blunder.
Here's Bob. In he goes. Pelican Looks like he might have been locked onto first by Bob, so he swift strikes away, and another disengage. And it's very disciplined.
They get in, they get an ultimate, they get out. They get in, they get an ultimate, they get out. Now this may be the time where they actually stay in here.
Are they accounting for Proper in the blade though? Here it comes! Sound barrier out for the Houston Outlaws, and Proper left brandishing cold steel in the middle though, where the Merits under pressure, and Proper takes him down. Unfortunately for him, the rest of his team get decimated. Houston, 1 minute, 17 seconds on the clock. And a little unaware right now of the Sojourn's presence. Kilo remaining somewhat invisible, but Proper and he combine on the kill with Lamp, and it's again Proper getting final blow credit. But Kilo is able to command the high ground. He needs to deal with Merit though, and it's dangerous. Dante went down though in the meantime. Proper's being topped up here hastily by Violet. They want to send him forward as quick as possible. The Cyber Ninja sortie is cut short by Pelican. Proper with the eye roll there. Couldn't get back to full HP, and Pelican stepping up. Bob's coming up here in just a moment. They're running for Lastro here to give the Outlaws some momentum, and Merit's able to take advantage. 5v4 now as Bob's in the periphery, just putting damage down as he does, and Merit's coach cuts Kilo into next Tuesday. Finn is down, and the Outlaws are far from done, ladies and gentlemen. Another checkpoint for Houston. Lift. Will it be required, though, is the question. Commanding shout, the shock take a ton of damage early. Here comes the Rampage. It's good for 3. Finn and Vita both connected with it. Kilo just melts. The Houston Outlaws, they are doing this.
Pelican trying to hunt down Proper here. Is everybody running him down? Man, Outlaws look tremendous here. In map number 2, they battle back to take it.
Pelican's
talking about trying to get out of.
Pelican's down, no chance. He went for the blade. He got shut down. Violet's able to remove Dante here, and Proper doesn't need to draw cold steel. The Outlaws looking a little listless. And the Houston Outlaws are derailed. It's a full clear on New Queen Street. What a way to send your foes packing to the lower bracket. Less common occurrence to see draws like that come up on Hollywood, but they do happen. And the Outlaws, thanks to their grit, they're able to hang on in a map that often felt like was well and truly out of their reach. 2-0 Busan for the Toronto Defiant. Starting to get a feel for each other, surely. Oh, that's cheeky. That's got to be a deflect. The Defiant are already back and ready to attempt another contest. Although, well dead though.
They are in there fast.
Well, Chorong's always good for one, Matt, especially at the start of these fights. Twilight takes a lot of damage though, and Hotbar is, he's in trouble. Not too bad from Hisu here, able to get rid of Pelican. He gets revenge, but his team's no closer to capturing that point. 1 minute down. Hotbar gonna get taken down, though as Lastro's able to find the shield batch connection now. A lot of pressure on, although, but he's gonna be topped up by a pack. A Rampage for 2. Chorong is down. The Outlaws now surging ahead. And they're gonna get over the line. It all comes down to this. One fight. Although it gets healed up now, there should be packs available. Over the top he comes, but Hotbar falls first. 4 versus 5 now for the Defiant. Can they make something happen? Deflex from Although. Still in overtime as Although needs to try and find a way in, but Chorong's taking too much damage. Hisu is low. Pelican's able to take him out now. Can Although salvage this situation? Chorong by his side is going to be brought down, and the Outlaws breathe a sigh of relief. They hold on here. Stay alive in the draw. 12 seconds left for the Outlaws to make something of this map. But Hisu, he puts the foot down. Houston now in utter disarray, but there is no running, there is no hiding.
Under a minute on the clock. You know, you're going to have a fight here near mid-map. You're going to have to win that one there. You're going to probably have another fight near the checkpoint. You're going to have to win that one. And then you're basically going to have to take it all the way into the Defiant spawn and win another fight. You got to be perfect.
Chorong close to a beat. Hotbar had that Rampage alone. He needs a good one here, Matt, just to finish the job. Overclock from Merritt doesn't find a whole lot. Hotbar gets Dante. It's going to be a sound barrier coming out for Lamp, but he's able to deal with Although at the same time. Merritt giving a bit of room here, but Hopper's able to find Lastro and make it a 4 versus 4. Disastrous for Houston. Disastrous! They've lost Dante here, and Hisu is on a Rampage. Oh, Pelican don't know what hit him. 15 seconds left, and the Outlaws will barely be able to touch
and you push up, and it's going to be Twilight with a rally right into the spawn.
5 seconds. What can they do? A blade for the Outlaws. It's desperation, but they've got nothing left. They sent left to the bot. The bot is on the move here, but the rest of the Outlaws are being removed. The final hope, the wave prematurely. Twilight knows. He knows the truth. It is over, surely. Overtime is done. The North endures, and the Outlaws, your watch is ended. Toronto advance in the lower bracket once more.